An entire village accepting Islam. Inspiring, isn't it? Now, being part of that is possible. By donating to this IRA project, it will help many people accept Islam in Africa and equip them to practice it. Link in the description.
And she owes Israelis and Jewish Americans an apology. And I hope they boycott her events.
Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. As the massacre continues and there is a war on the ground, there is also a war for the hearts and the minds of the people. Yes, public opinion.
It's better for Israel to finish the job.
But do you accept that you are losing international support by the day?
Is it any wonder why the Israeli army are using pretty girls to bolster the image of the Israeli army by making them seem normal and by whitewashing the crimes that are currently taking place? That's because they understand the importance of winning the hearts and the minds of the people. But the world is seeing atrocity on a totally different scale. Doesn't matter how many TikTok videos you do with these nincompoops dancing about, it isn't gonna make them seem more human. And as a result, Israel cares a lot about what is coming from people in influential positions, more specifically, celebrities. And they are very quick at lashing out and putting their bots on those people who speak in favor of Palestine. And there are certain celebrities that have had to learn this the hard way, namely the Hadid sisters, Mark Ruffalo, Roger Waters. But some celebrities have managed to evade this to some degree, like Angelina Jolie. She asked for a ceasefire, but even now the bar has been lowered to such a degree, even if you don't mention any country by name and you just say, I don't want a genocide, you're still gonna get screwed over, mate. Yeah, Candace Owens, who works for the Daily Wire, who also employs Ben Shapiro, he's probably the higher ups there, mate, she just said no genocide. They went ballistic, mate. They have literally given her a right rollicking, mate. And then Tucker Carlson does an interview. Yo, Tucker Carlson knows what he's doing, mate. Oh, he's an anti-Semite as well. Yeah, that's what happens. You get called an anti-Semite. You get called somebody that wants to wipe a specific religion off the planet. So, in the same vein, yeah, the reason why this is so important is because literally, I think, in this month, Taylor Swift has been titled as the Person of the Year by Times Magazine. And if you Google it, Taylor Swift is the #1 female artist. And alongside her was Selena Gomez, who's also up there as well. Now, what did these guys do? They didn't say anything. They didn't release a statement or whatnot, even though their followers wanted them to. They didn't. However, there was a comedy show organized by Rami Youssef, who's an Egyptian, who said that the proceeds from my stand-up comedy shows will go to Palestine. And these two were spotted leaving, from the show. Ho, that's not gonna bode well for you, obviously, because even though you haven't said anything, the mere fact, even though you probably just went there because you know the people there or you wanted to support, who knows what the intentions are, it's not good enough, mate. Yeah, these people are demanding a public apology because you attended a show from the proceeds of which will go to civilians, innocent people. But no, although we know and we're seeing pictures every single day of civilians dying. No, Hamas. Yeah, just anytime you want to help these innocent babies and children, Hamas. Just remember that. Yeah. Whether you're awake, whether you're asleep, whether you're at the grocery store, if you're not thinking Hamas, then that's a problem, mate. Yeah, let them kill these people.
That is the group Taylor Swift thought it might be fun to help raise money for, attend the fundraiser for, and she owes Israelis and Jewish Americans an apology. And I hope they boycott her events until she issues it.
Kudos to these two for having a conscience. When seeing the images and the videos that we're seeing, kudos to them, frankly, for turning up and doing it in this way that, even as PR, they can spin it. But at a time where the Palestinians need any and every bit of support that they can get, this is a welcome addition to that roster, frankly, you know what I mean? Because we know on the other side, you got Gal Gadot, who's an Israeli. Yes, she used to be part of the IDF as well. She's obviously being used heavily by the state of Israel to screen their evidence for the higher ups, because obviously you and me, we're not allowed to see it. They're turning it into some sort of movie. Oh, for God's sake. Justin Bieber, of course. Oh yes, Mr. Bieber. He was told by his management and he put up a post. Yeah, we already did a video on this saying pray for Israel. But ironically, the only image that he could find that actually did justice to the destruction was of Palestine. Yeah, and obviously had egg on his face, frankly. But it is true. A lot of people are saying that the Palestine-Israel thing is really bringing out the reality of the people. Yeah, it's really, frankly, drawing the line about where people actually stand. Some people clearly have no cojones. You know what I mean? They're on the mic. Yeah, I'm this and I'm that. And yeah, gangster lifestyle. Yeah, DJ Khaled. Yeah. But when it comes to this issue, you're from there, for God's sake. But still, nothing, mate. You know what I mean? It's just these people have become, dependent upon that lifestyle. And when you become dependent upon it, then you can be manipulated easy. Yeah. If you become a man of money, a man that's dependent on this stuff, the dunya has entered you. It's just like a ship. Yeah. If the water's on the outside, fantastic. Similar with us. If the dunya is on the outside, fantastic. But when the water enters the ship, it sinks. Similar with us. If the dunya enters our hearts sink. And we become people that can be manipulated and bribed and corrupted. May Allah not make us from amongst those. Let's leave it there, guys. Until next time.
Complex to say something, right? To be silent in this moment. In the last 3 weeks, I've gone back and I've done some research, and I'm teachable. I don't know enough, but I know enough that this is a genocide. And we are scared. We are watching it unfold. We have been taught to just be complicit, to protect our careers, to protect our interests. And I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not afraid to speak the truth.
Assalamu alaikum.